End of another wonderful day on Sodor, but the engines were getting ready to sleep. But then Thomas had an idea. Hey guys, why not do a little story to tell? I'll go first. And this is the story he told. There once was an engine attached to a train who was afraid of a few drops of rain. Through the squeak of his funnel and a peep of his whistle, the engine never came out again. The engine's name was Henry. He said, "The rain will ruin my green paint and bright red stripes," he said. The controller, who was supposedly on the train, had many ideas of how to get Henry out. One of them was to be pulled and pushed by the people. But Sir Topham Hatt did not work, because, of course, his doctor had forbidden him to push. And they even used an engine as well. James might know who that was. Oh ho ho. Very funny, Thomas, but I was black then. I had a black livery, a different tender, and I had wooden brake blocks. Yeah, James, you would remember that. And then they took away Henry's coaches, and they took away the rails, and they bricked them up in the tunnel, never seeking anything outside again. But one day, Gordon's safety valve burst, and Henry and Edward had to take the train together. So Henry was let out. Edward had no trouble puffing. Henry followed, as he was a former express engine. But as they made it to the station, they didn't know that Gordon was left behind. The only thing that they remembered was hearing Gordon's driver say, "Ah, you've done it again. You've burst your safety valve. What have I told you?" And that was all. Wow, Thomas, that's so good and impressive. But how about the story of how you came around the main line and came back? Well, let me guess. It's too embarrassing. Actually, James, I have quite a story to tell. Let the boy tell it, James. It's not worth it. Well, if you don't want it. Okay. Well, I was on the route near my branch line, you see, near Elsbridge. But then a faulty signalman sended me to the main line, making me go to Vickerstown and back. That's why Sir Topham had told the signalman not to do that again. But, well, he did it again, I see. That guy never learns. Yeah, exactly. He never learns. So, let's say we get some shut-eye and sleep, right? I agree with Thomas. Us too. And me. Wait, you've been awake this whole time? Yes, and that story was very, very inappropriate for me to hear, considering I was the engine who was afraid of the rain. Oh, well then, good night. See you in the next story.